Yeah. Hello everybody, good morning. And what happened to the guys in the class? Only one guy come in and second one is not turning up. Where's the boys, Yeah. They don't know they have a really good, like hundreds of women and 2-3 men. Sorry?
I think you two had something to do with it.
And anyway, we're focusing about men because in a way we need some men to do this therapy as well. You see, like it's just being Ayurvedic doctors, Ayurvedic people. It's very good. You have some life-changing thing, Anyway, Sharon, are you okay? Yeah. And yesterday, did you feel, anybody felt like energy a little bit, I felt like you don't ask any questions, I'm not into that, like kind of thing. And I thought, what's happening, now yesterday full moon, you see?
Yeah, that's right.
That's the whole people are like a little bit, and in Sri Lanka, this full moon days is a public holiday. It doesn't matter Monday or Tuesday, full moon comes, it's a public holiday every month, every full moon. And then it's really very nice. Yeah, public holiday. It's called Poya Day. All the liquor shop close. People don't eat meat. Meat shops, liquor shop close, and a lot of people going to temples. This is Sachi. And then morning to night they are in rituals in the temples, and it's like a calm down. The whole thing need to be calmed down because not like we respecting the Sunday or whatever. It is like cycle, like the natural cycle, natural rhythm. We a little bit respecting the energy and we calm down, and that's what is full moon day. What's happening in normally is like whole, maternity hospitals all full up. Why is that? Because it's ripe fruit, sissy. Yes. Is coming out. Yes. Like the energy is right, and then all full moon days, all babies born. Yeah.
But it has the opposite effect with my clientele I work with.
Yeah.
It sends them high. They're more
High.
likely to be.
Yeah. This other thing is the mental hospitals full of mental people as well. Is when the full moon comes, people go mental. Why? It's cold. You see, Pisu had in a Sunday. The full moon comes, we have some kind of thing, like nice verse, when you have a full moon. And the cat, dogs, everybody going mad, mating each other, sissy. And this whole thing is like, yesterday I heard, it's full moon, we can't sleep because because not like here, the cat, dogs, everybody has their bits, not taken out. And that they naturally wake up to their rhythm. But here is the cats, dogs, they don't know the hormonal rhythm because they are things taken out anyway, you see, like in there they have the natural rhythm, natural enzymes and the hormones and everything, and whole night we can hear is dogs and cats. My mom have a bucket of water in the next because of the outside, and when he hears she couldn't sleep, and we go and put the cats and dogs to, and then they run away, and because this normal thing, you see, because people can't sleep because of the whole thing is active in a different way, and then same time, all miscarriages happen full moon. Because why the miscarriages? We do full moon treatment for the fertility people who get pregnant from us. We do the fertility treatment because pregnancy treatment, because why full moon mean like is it's like a tides, the tides comes, waves comes, to high and low, and this according to the moon, there is a gravity, there is some kind of thing happening in the earth, like the turbulent weather. And then when you got pregnant, first 3 months, your tummy is like a water pool, and then little babies, like a dot attached to the like the endometrium, And then what happened was, like the wave comes, it's happened inside as well. Like mentally waves going and physically waves going as well. And that means there is more chance the embryo to detach from because it's like waves inside. And that means at that point what we have to do, we bring the person and mentally we calm down, and Shirodhara and then pregnancy treatment, and then they are it's like a temple. 3 days before we do the 2-3 treatment, and they just nicely go through their 3 months. There's no turbulent weather.
They do fasting as well, because they say, as you said, the water level rises.
Rising.
So inside the water level rises
Rising.
as well. So don't drink much water.
Much water, and don't eat a lot of things, and be vegetarian. And it's respecting to the like the gravity, the sun and moon and us, because I said to you the thing is the Visarga, Adana, Vikshepa. There's 3 different slokas, it's coming to my mind, but it's like the sun is giving, moon is taking, and moon is giving to us, like controlling, like that rhythm. And then moon get into full moon, like it's like a mother giving too much suffocation to us, that's calm down, like don't get high like drinking is make you drugs, drinking and things, emotional fights, and it brings you like your negative emotions to the surface, and that means full moon end up with, that's what is like mental hospital full up with the psychiatric patients, and people have arguments, fights, this kind of thing if you're not doing the ritual correctly. And because it's like all the energy is too high. Yesterday I felt it and I thought, oh God, like nothing coming in myself. Like, did you feel like in me? Like it's just I wanted to sit. Like I wanted to do something, but it's not like given a lot of information because you can't take it. I can't give it. Kind of barrier is there. Somehow I felt it, but I thought I have to do, but I didn't do too much. Because of it, just in case you might not get it, Anyway, yeah.
A couple of things. Joanna said she had the treatment, the pregnancy treatment, and it was very good. She said it worked for her. Jeff was saying that you have to do the full moon meditation because the spiritual energy is close to the earth.
Yeah.
And Micah asked, she wants to ask about the menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
According to the moon cycle, and is it a problem when a woman is menstruating during the full moon and not the new moon?
And Sharon can, because yesterday you didn't come to because it's a period. So what's wrong with the period? It's a normal thing. But when it is fall into full moon, it is like that everything is like it's calm you down, it's slow you down, it's like. Physically, emotionally grab you in, it's a hold you in, and again you are working with us as well now, like rhythm is coming to the, some rhythms come into the surface, and then your emotions out, you're physically a little bit down, and then you felt it yesterday.
Yeah, like normally, like when I start my period, I can get up, get dressed, go somewhere.
Yeah.
And it was like I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Physically couldn't, and I felt so emotional and drained.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere today.
Yeah. That's good. The good thing to do, because this full moon, today full moon, yesterday is the strongest one during the year. Like the biggest one is now because it's the Buddha born in this full moon. You see, that Savesak Devi call. And it is born and dead and gone to the Nibbana in the same day, in the same kind of this kind of full moon, and it is a lot of gravity in this full moon, and is more full moon meditation is very good, because by even not doing meditation, just to calm down and absorb the energy from the outside to inside, because this is like a lot of giving, and you have to your pot has to be empty to receive it. Otherwise, it's going haywire. Like both mean, like emotionally, physically, physical fasting, physical, not drinking loads of water, no. And then you can grab lot of things from the moon. And then same times the meditation mean let it go all the suffering, attachment and everything, and just leave it to the something to come into you, and then you can energize from that quite a lot. And this is might be today also not too bad, still going on, but yesterday's the full moon is very much high. In any the religious activities, like religious or the spiritual activities you do according to that, is anything related, anything, any yoga, meditation, anything? No.
It's fasting and going to temple on that day. It's same as
Yeah,
what you
same
said,
as,
isn't
yes,
it?
yeah,
Exactly
yeah.
the same,
Same, and the public holiday because of that, because people to do the rituals. So something, calm down, don't work, don't go to anything.
Yeah, they don't practice Ashtanga on a
Full moon day, yes, Ashtanga you can't, because it's too heavy, and yoga is too heavy, don't do it. Meditation is fine, but not too long. Yoga is called gentle side of sun salutation, because sun is not the biggest in these days. Moon is the one is holding a lot of energy, and that means you have to take moon energy to yourself, especially women, and men, sun energy, moon energy for us, and we can. It's like fruits. It's like if you see the trees and just about to get fruits or something like that, it's just the same cycle is appealed to them as far as like us, we are part of the nature, and that we, even though we communicate, we have consciousness high, same thing is happening in a physical level is us, kind of thing. And anyway, are you feeling better today? Okay. And we're going to talk about a little bit yesterday the heavy stuff I didn't do. And, we talk about Saptadhatu, 7 tissues. Rasa, can you say what is the, I don't need the Sanskrit word. Plasma, blood, bone marrow, and seminal fluid, or the last part, Saptadhatu, okay? And this is the 7 tissues we're talking about. And then this, after the, I said to you last night, yesterday, if we have chicken and rice or something, how is becoming to the last tissue, and it's one, it takes, gross one is quite 24 hours coming to your whole tissues, but when you come to the stored, the Stula Dhatu, we call the store, it is coming 28 days time, the circulate. You see that if you have rice and chicken, and if you have to form a sperm, it takes 28 days. But it's given the energy to 24 hours time. Like you feel like you're eating something, you feel like energized, is it? It's going energy. It's like superficial tissue is, satisfied very quickly, and it is going to, and that's what when you're eating something, like your chicken or rice, and you go into a toilet 24 hours time, and that means it is coming to the end, and some kind of superficial energy absorbs, you running around and doing things. But when you go into the gross, like internal, gross and net, what is the difference between gross mean, net profit mean all the after tax. After tax is net coming. Gross is the one first going, and then a net coming to the your store, and it is after paying your tax, and that means as is a very good example you to see, and then that is the one store in your bank account. you know.
That's only
And-
5% there, isn't it?
Not 75%, 5%. This gross net is very bad, you know. This is the gross one, so 95.
95, yeah.
Net is 5%. Other way around. If world going like that, it's very good, is it? Yeah. Profit going so 95 to other people and 5% to us, and world is going to be a beautiful place, you know. And that's what we need to do actually. But then,
Yeah.
you know, like what happened, 5% is coming to our internal, you know, absorption, and 75% is going out, and then you're energized by that. And that is the yesterday lecture I said to you. You understand that one, you see. Then the last bit is from that net profit also you got 8 drops. The 5% from the 8 drops you call ojas, and you know, and then you know, you when you think about, you know, like you know, you absorb to the internal tissue 5%, and then from that the juice, the end result, end sap is coming 8 drops of ojas. Ojas mean immunity, okay, and ojas mean tejas, ojas, tejas and prana. This subtle energy is making the last drop of that ojas, tejas and prana. Ojas is immunity, tejas is aura, a fire, and it is like internal fire, you know, like aura. And prana is subtle life force. Can you believe what you're doing to your body now? You know, how important what you eating, how you're eating, what you put into your body. Because why? End of the day, if you not produce the 8 drops of that, these 3 things, whatever you do is not. Your immunity is low. You're getting a lot of coughs, cold, all the physical symptoms, and your immunity low for the sattvic quality. You don't produce love. You don't produce subtle energy like love, what you call forgiveness, calmness, you know, seva, you know, like giving some energy to other people. You don't do, your ojas is low. Because why? You don't have the energy to your mind or body. The mind is giving that, body is giving the immunity. Body is fighting with the unnecessary thing. You know, unnecessary thing to body. What is it? Germs, whatever the, you know, inflammation, infections, germs, you know, parasite. That is a body, and you are not. You have your capability to fighting with that, or not fighting, deal with that. And mind, what are the bad thing for mind? You know, bad qualities the mind, and anger, you know, stress, frustration, anxiety, the jealousy, yes, hate, envy, this kind of thing to mind. And if your immunity ojas low, these both things you can't do. The body and mind both is like disabled to that. And instead of that, you create this mind to get anger, you know, because you have no shield. You know, the love, immunity, the love is physical love is physical immunity, mentally is ojas is love. And if you love somebody, you can't hate somebody. You see, it's like you whole world you love, and the hate is not coming. You know, it's like it's just you know, how to deal with these emotions. You know, and if you like what I said, you know, like 2 monks fighting, and then two monks gone to the spiritually good place at peace, and then they got bored, kind of boredom, like we can have fight, and they don't feel like how to fight because nothing make you fight, and that's the ojas. Even your physical think I want to fight, and it's the ojas person say, other way around, and that means this ojas is really important, and that means what you eating is doing that, and what you eating doing that means what kind of food is making your ojas move? Sattvic food. Sattvic food mean less meat, the cooked food, and milk, and then some kind of more like alkaline, is using pitta reducing, alkaline, and sattvic food is giving more ojas, immunity. And why you eating vegetarian, you can ask now why, is it? Now why you eating the 3 meals a day is really nice food, why you eating that? Because this is the one we making from that immunity. Yeah.
Linda asked, where do the 8 drops come from?
It's our book says it's like it's like a wet cloth. When you go to all the ojas and all the chicken, rice, anything you're eating, it's going to your body and making all the subtle thing, and making. And when it is like a wet cloth, your body, and you squeeze, last bit is coming 8 drops, and that is whole body is like the book says it's like that. If you have a wet cloth and you drying, you can feel like wet, just about to dry. But when you squeeze, you can have a really drip, some kind of 8 drops, and that is your ojas. That is the book says that is how they explain your ojas. And you feel like is that internally you? It's like whole. If you squeeze the wet cloth, you don't know it's where it come from, is it? Just about to dry cloth, and then you can squeeze, you can have 8 drops of water somewhere, and that is whole cloth. You don't know where the drop is coming from, and that is the Ayurveda described. That is has to be in the ojas, 8 drops. And some people squeeze, you can't take that 8 drops because you're too dry.
So after the food nourishes the 7 tissues,
Yeah.
and then comes to the ojas.
Ojas.
Is
Ojas
it literally
it
liquid?
stayed its whole body.
Okay. Is it literally liquid? Is it drops of liquid?
It's not liquid. It's not liquid. It's like you can't see it, but you can see it. Immunity. You can see it. You can't see it. It's if you say what is the immunity, it's called white blood cells, and might be white blood cells, but you can't see it in that age, that age, that time. You couldn't see the WBC, RBC, or like in the blood cells. WBC means white blood cells or red blood cells, plasma. They couldn't see it, but they could grab that. The cell may be the white blood cells, and the immunity. That called in a Western medicine, immunity is white blood cells, which is percentage is very low in a blood count, and it is going up when you have a disease, because it's fighting for the disease. But in a way, as Ayurveda says, the same thing, might be white blood cells, but the beautiful thing is not only the white blood cells. They don't say in a mind effect, is it? They only say the physical effect of the body, the physiology. And we call Ashtabin the ojas with love and compassion and seva, this service, everything is in a ojas, And this is in a Western medicine say it is only the fighting for diseases and germs, And that is Ashtabindu Ojas, maybe WBC. Means don't WBC with that only, something else. And we always, Ayurveda says, it's a two together. It's we can't, body is somewhere, mind is somewhere, and your soul is somewhere. We all together. And that means everything you describe, there is a three things. And Ojas, not the mechanism to fight for the germs only. Ojas is mechanism to fight with or dealing with the negative emotions. And that is Ojas. And Ojas low person is what is happening to them. They are diseased and same time they are psychologically imbalanced. And both. And again you see physically you disease, psychological imbalance come anyway. Like if somebody feel like, I have a arthritis. Arthritis give you pain. Pain give you discomfort. And discomfort give you, the child is crying, shut up. Because you can't take it. Because why? You are in a physical discomfort, make you emotional anger. This whole is immunity. And how do you want to deal with your life? You have to bring this Ojas to the maximum level. And then you are free from the disorder, free from the negative emotions. And then you find, and this one thing, Ojas. And Ojas is always, you have to think about what you eat, how you eat, what the benefit you're eating. I said to you yesterday, nutrition without the satisfaction, no use. Satisfaction without nutrition, no use as well. And then more the immunity is good, Ojas good, everything is like subtle, nice, calm and thing. It's make your body feel like what to eat. And that means no other way around. You telling body to what to eat, body telling you to what to eat. The Ojas is the maximum person, they don't go and eat rubbish because they know. Because body knows what to eat, not mind. Mind select what to eat because the body says so. Because body had the immunity, the understanding. And that means mind and body has to be work together when you give up something. Not your mind only. I'm going to be vegetarian from today. It's not. Your body saying like, I can't eat. I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat. My body doesn't feel like eating. And then you give it now. And then your body's will is there. Your mind will is there. And then together, it's like you don't miss anything. And that is the way, you feel vegetarian, vegan or whatever. Don't do it because, I love animal. I can't kill animal. No, it's fine. But it's not the real reason. We have to kill the animal. We have to, eat animal if there's nothing to eat. People would do because why? This is the only reason to survive. People have to do it. But if you have anything else and your mind is nice, then you can do it. Ayurveda never said like don't eat meat. We have a medicine made with the meat. Because why? Those time in India, Sri Lanka, there's no blood transfusion. There is no sudden this kind of thing happened. And then at that point we are more focused about human life than the animal life. Then we have to use the animal to treat the human because human life is much not important. And this, somebody has 5 children's mother died and it's more important than your cat and dog died. And that is because now some people rely on that person's life. That's how we think. And now those days, that happened like animal products we use for the medicine as a medicine. But now what I'm saying is immunity. You can take your immunity, you can keep it, immunity is at very high level to understand, about your body and ask your body what I can eat, what I can eat. Do I have a reaction? You know, you have to be aware of your body, what it's doing. And do you know any animal kingdom? Anybody who knows, who not in your house cat or dog I'm talking about, and if you go to jungle, did you ever see fat animal? No. Why no fat animal? You know, they don't eat for the greed because they have no emotions. You know, there's 3 chakras, they eat for the hunger. The hunger finished, there's no, you know, there's no any other emotions with that. We eat for the greed, you know, and if you eat for a hunger, we all can stay in a, you know, no human being is different than other human being. We all stay in the same measurement. You know, might be height and short, might be, but is that the same thing? But why the 5 human being is a 5 different way? Because it's given you your greed, you know, your whatever the human emotions appeal to the food is making you can be overweight, underweight. Otherwise you feel balanced. Yes?
What happens with domestic animals when they get
domestic
fat?
Why?
When they're overfed?
Why? Because they put human emotion to animals. They don't have the 3 other chakra. We have 7 chakra, the Muladhara, Swadhisthana and Manipura, and other thing, heart and throat and Sahasrara and the other one, 4 chakra is the human being, 3 lower chakra for the animal, and then there is no that human emotion involved. But if you love your cat, you can feed your cat and you can make them unhealthy. Because why? They love you, you love them, they tend to have that emotions building up. But it's like your influence to them. Cat, dogs. But if you go to Sri Lanka, and wild cat dogs in ever, you know, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, anywhere, you can't see a fat cat or fat dog. Why? Because the people, the human, cats are cats, dogs are dogs. We are not dealing with that emotionally, you know. And you know, when you go to Sri Lanka, I can see 5 cats outside my garden, but we are not. It's like not domestic cats. It's like cats going here, there, and eating everybody's home. And then that cats are really slim, stay slim because they don't have attachment, you know.
Tina was saying, oh, I've lost it. Gandhi said there is enough food to feed each man,
Yes,
but not enough food to feed each man's greed.
that's it. That's it. If you get your balance right, you're not greed. You know, you eat for your, not, there is no emotion involved, and you have feed your body to your ojas to get there in fight to immunity and love, and that means the food. There is no other things like food. That's what it's monks and all the people in there doing meditation and everything. Some monks in mountains meditating and giving them the alms giving, we call alms giving, you know, giving food for them. Sometimes you have to have they don't come to the land, you know, they go in the jungle. What they eating? How who knows what? Maybe very little. An animal can survive, people can survive. You know, but the thing is, when upper pass the emotion involved, we greed for the food, we want food, we love food, we having, and but we can do that the other way as well. And that's why the only way to do that is the spiritual involvement and physical. And you can't, you know, physically only, emotionally only, kind of. Oh, I'm going to do meditation. I'm doing yoga, meditation, I'm doing this. I don't think what my body needs. You have to go with this vehicle. You know, we come with a vehicle to have our journey. Vehicle is if you have a car, there is you to go to Croydon to London, your destination is Croydon to London. And you have vehicle, your car, and it's easy to go by your car to Croydon to London. You know, but you know, you can't give up the physical body and say, oh, I'm going to go Croydon to London by walking. It's take much long time. Look after your body. and look after your vehicle, and then you can easy to go there. Destination is easy. If it is not, destination, before you die, the destination, you come again to same time and you take over again. And how much you go, how many times you have to come to this life to go to London, to Croydon, you decide, not me. Because as long as your vehicle is super and nicely maintained and your mind is with you, and destination is easy. And then next time you are born, your destination wouldn't be Croydon to London. It's different than that, and that's how it's a spiritual little bit, and then it's all depend on this ojas, because what you eat, what you're giving to you, and make you physical and mental calmness. Physically that rage is not there. The food is not this big deal. The mind, anger is not that big deal. Mind bubbling up with the love, body bubbling up with the giving. And this two things is together, is a nice life you can, nice life means your life, the destination is you can go to your destination, and otherwise quite hard, And the second thing is tejas, the ojas, after ojas, and then another, the kapha type thing is produces ojas, pitta is producing prana, and pitta is producing tejas, vata is producing prana. Tejas, what is the tejas mean? Tejas means internal fire. Internally, you have like, you're like a candle. You burning outside. You feel like candle is the outside, but internal fire is the flame inside you is called tejas. And this tejas is the one is given you your purpose of life. Your what I be here. How I use myself in this world, what my service to the people, and this is all fire. Like inside, like you feel like gut feeling, intuition. That's all fire. People have got no gut feeling. People have no decision making power, or people have no intelligence, human intelligence. This all is fire, internal fire. Intelligence and wisdom is different, isn't it? The intelligence, you can have 10 degrees or 10 PhDs. You're intelligent. Is that your wisdom there? No. Because intelligence and wisdom is different. I'm calling is like here wisdom, what you knows, your core knows about yourself, and it is aura. It's distinguished from the human being. Like if you see me, not me, if you see somebody who has that, like kind of internal the fire, you can see their aura. They feel like around them, you feel easy, you feel comfortable, you feel something you're giving is nourished your soul. And that is called aura, and everybody has that. That's what is Jesus Christ or, Allah or Buddha or something. They have that fire inside to give people to this whatever you feel like, like light into you. And come with me, I will take you to light. And that means you have much light coming out from you, and people come to you, and you are like a different leader. It's not your leader in a bank, HSBC bank, in a bank manager or the treasury in somewhere, but you are a leader of taking the human being to some kind of somewhere survive. Like you as a spiritual advice, you save them, you kind, and that's what is. They have the halo behind that. Their on their, like when you have when you put Jesus Christ or whatever this mother or somebody, the halo around that means it's aura, and its aura is light. And then all people who enlighten, they have that aura. When you come in as a human being, they have that aura. People follow them, and they can take you to some kind of destination. It's like, I have a little bit of ojas, little bit, and I'm going to give you a little bit, and the fire a little bit, I can give you a little bit, and then that's how your duty. Give somebody to something and take them to that destination they like to go. They meant to go. And everybody's destination is not to Croydon to London, and everybody's destination is, you never know, at least what you meant to go and a little bit closer to your destination. Maybe you're not going to finish that one in this life, but go little bit consciously, a little bit higher than you came, and that's what we all come in here for that. Because what you're asking me from the service, I serve you like that, you have to serve this like to some other person, and that's what you're coming from, and that is immunity, and this is ojas, okay? And then what you eat is important, because your body runs with that fear, and then what you getting from the food also tejas is important to your aura. And what kind of food is like given you the aura? Pitta kind of food, but it's not pitta, like that's what the people hear, why all the food is pitta. Because all the cancer is aura burning the immunity, because this is the fighting element, kapha. But eating a lot of pitta food is bringing out the fire, not the wisdom, intelligence, not the fire you want. We are not having the burning fire. We want aura, but it's becoming like a burning fire rather than, stimulating fire. And that means cancer and the other disorders mean what I call autoimmune disorders mean this immunity burned by the fire you make. But it is not a good aura. Aura is contaminated aura. And then a lot of pitta food. If you're giving up all the kapha food, and if you consume all the pitta food, what happen is your ego. It's not becoming like aura. It's become like your ego. Ego means, what is the aura and ego? Between that. Aura is not selfish. Ego is selfish. Aura is like you have to give this light to everybody, and ego is you have to have this light to myself. It's different thing. And if you have the light myself, you burn yourself. If you give the light to everybody, and you go with people, and that is the difference between that ojas and the tejas. And then tejas, after that they call prana, subtle energy come. What is the subtle energy? Prana. Somebody's phone rings.
Whose phone is
It's on quiet, but it's just very loud.
Maybe they all very silent call, and this whole thing we can hear whole thing we can hear. And yes, and anybody who has because I don't want to go that like a temple, we have to break the silence, otherwise oh my God, I can't do anymore, I'm crying somewhere. I don't want to, because we all have to learn. And then any questions about ojas and tejas? Yes, online.
Elena asked, I don't quite understand the question. So what pitta food for nourishing the ojas?
No, pitta food is the immunity fire. We need to have vata, pitta, kapha food, balanced diet, and the people, what they want, they tend to have that, For example, vata type people want vata energy more, and they tend to have a vata energy more, and they end up with the immunity and Tejas is a little bit low and more prana with. Because Vata type like prana, Kapha type like ojas, Pitta type like Tejas. And that means they tend to have that food like that. Or the Kapha type people tend to have like Kapha food. The cream, cheese, the cake and biscuits and this kind of thing. It's a Kapha producing thing. And more you use in that, more you Kapha in balance, more Tejas is like, it's not the good thing for Kapha people. Pitta people end up with having a Pitta food. What is it? The meat, the red wine, red food, alcohol, and then citrus fruit, and then this kind of thing. And what happened? Pitta is increasing and Tejas is increasing. And Tejas means it's burning the immunity. And that's what Pitta people end up with having a cancer more. And Pitta people having a much more immunosuppressed disorders. Kind of what you call their immunity is killing the Tejas is killing their immunity. That means the outside feel like your own mechanism is killing the fighting mechanism within you. And that is Pitta. And then Vata people tend to have Vata more, and this prana is increasing. The prana, rather than prana giving to themselves, they want to go high. The prana, like they just want to burn. Prana want to, what they're doing? Drugged up, high, addiction, go, not staying in. And then these three things you have to have balance. It's a balance given by balanced diet. People coming to you, this Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Tejas, Prana, Ojas is very different way to us. Then we identify the disorder. Food, changing food, we can make that immunity, Ojas, Prana, Tejas, everything correcting. That's what Ayurvedic doctor do important. You're not working with their body only. You're working with their mind. As Ayurvedic doctor, I have a responsibility. What is the responsibility? People's temple getting right to existence of the God. And your body is a temple. I've got to look after you I've got to give you advice to look after your temple. Why? To have a boogie? To have a nightclub dancing? You need to have doing some fight with the husband? No. You have to have this balanced body, balanced temple to seeking for the God. Seeking for the God means your own soul. You're not seeking for God going to India, Sri Lanka, somewhere in Italy or France. You're seeking God through you, inside you. And that means your soul. And when your soul enters to your body, and then you are a God. Nobody else God, it's you are the God. And then it's coming to you, and then that means you're giving other person some kind of energy to other person. And it's like the Gandhi said, everybody said, not a spiritual being said, that's what you need to understand. The consciousness. When you're tied up with your consciousness, we all one. We all one. One consciousness is there. We all one, and we different creatures in one. And we can all connect it to one. The beautiful life going to be, beautiful world going to be. But people are not, because why people are not? The work should be starting from the body, not from the mind. And that's what this whole thing is. It's a missing jigsaw puzzle in here. There's no connecting. People doing yoga, meditation, I'm doing all and still, what happened? The body is in balance. When the body balance, so you don't need to. A lot of people who comes to us and ask that after having Ayurvedic medicine, they feel different. Why different mean? This Tejas, Ojas, Prana is in a kind of alignment, come into a little bit alignment with the food you're taking, medicine you're taking. And then you feel like your aim is a life aim, life, who am I? What I should do is changing. An Ayurvedic doctor, and that's my aim is, giving your medicine, giving your life advices, giving your dietary program, make your temple superb, clean, beautiful, calm. And then God is coming. Because God doesn't come to ugly. Yes, He comes, but it has to be doing something, like if you are a responsible human being, you sweep and you arrange, you put flowers, you put candles and burn incense because you love that place to be occupied. If somebody you invited to your house, you don't invite to the house in a tip, kind of everything everywhere, and you don't arrange anything. If somebody comes to your house, what you're doing is you arrange your tables and chairs, and and this is respect. You see, if you respect the person who comes to your house, what you do is you clean the house. If you're not respecting, it's okay, and that means respect for yourself. Respect yourself means love yourself, make yourself happy and healthy and calm and nice, and that means the person that you respect the God. God is you. You respect yourself, and that whole thing is tied together in Ayurveda, and then Ayurveda is very beautiful is responsibility is you. Make responsible what you eat is your responsibility, not mine. You see, it's your responsibility what you're eating. How do you look after your body is your responsibility, it's not mine. But I can give you the guidance, because it's my duty and my responsibility. And same times it's becoming your responsibility, you did it one day. And if you really understand that, you don't have to have this knowledge either. This knowledge is earth. You tune yourself to earth. Earth giving you a lot of energy to you. And it's if you're balanced, that's it's happening. You don't need to do a lot of things. How the rishis and everybody wrote all the books. They didn't have PhD from the universities. They have compassion. They have love. They have nice, complete body. It's like purity. More you're pure, you have to sit down somewhere. Then you tap into the earth, universe. The Akashic record is coming to you. It's all you switch on, the internet is coming. Where are the information coming? It's all grabbed by some satellite, it's given to you. Your brain is like that. Your body is like that. You can grab everything in the universe to you. And that's how people wrote all the books. The Quran, the Bible, to everything wrote by that. And then these people who wrote the books, it did go to universities or PhD, and even Harry Potter. She's writing somewhere is coming from some to her, and it is some different kind of technique people use. When they balance, when they very creative, active, when they grab the water, pitta, kapha energy through yourself, and then you're creative forever. And people, that's what I said. People mean endless, possibility. Human being mean endless possibility. Don't waste your time and don't waste your life. Human being mean endless possibility. How to tap to the endless possibility, and that is all about Ayurveda. And I'm just going to give you the other one. Prana, the pitta is a aura, and then third one we call ojas is producing, and it is fighting with the immunity, the diseases and the negative emotion, and tejas is stimulating by you, and then it is mask the ego and give you the light to you to give it to others. And prana, what is the prana doing? Creativity. The prana is the one, is the whole creation. you know, immunity and your life and creation. And if you think about these three subtle energy together, you are the God, you see. Because if you can have that immunity, fire, aura, and the creation means what I'm doing is now is a creative, because I using my word to put it to some kind of creation to, like everybody have that creative energy, and Vata type has more. I can start from somewhere, I can take somewhere very nice. Because why? My creation. Because I have Vata energy, and that's what I said, stop me. Otherwise, I won't do this class, because I can give you the whole day nice lecture to you to hang on with me and take you to a very different place. It's important, but it's still important we learn our stuff as well. And then this is my creativity and my Vata. And everybody has Vata, people has that creativity. Pitta people have the leadership and taking them there. Kapha people have immunity and give love and attention, and this whole, they have that some kind of really sattvic quality inside, and three together. We don't have to be Pitta person to Vata person to Kapha person to have three of them. These three of them are available. Prana, Tejas, Vata, the Ojas available from your food, and then availability is there. We are food, we don't take it. We don't take it, and from food we have the wisdom, intelligence, and from food we have the creation, and then the whole world is you can take somewhere else, and the food you can have immunity as well. And these three things very important, and that means food important to you. You see, food is a very important meal, because the last bit of food after Shukra Dhatu is the one is producing Tejas, Ojas, Tejas and Prana. And but Ojas, bad Ojas is, what is it? The protein, like bad Tejas is ego. Bad Ojas is attachment. Like they give that attachment to, they're heavy, attached. And this one is burn themselves like ego. Prana, what is the prana bad thing? Gombunkas, because it's like they can't hold it, like it's spoiled. If you eat properly, you can keep these three things in a balance. Then you are a person. You are, and everybody listen to you. Everybody looking at you. You can love everybody in the world. And three things is coming with the food, and food is very important. Any question? Prana Tejas Ojas. This, if you wanted to have this lecture, I didn't give you any notes. You can put again your record and take your notes, okay? Because why it is very hard to give you notes with these three things. What can I write? It's like you have to come from your inside. Like this knowledge. And any people have any questions?
I'll say, can we classify Ojas, Tejas and Prana as the essence of the body?
Yes, it is essences of the body. Thank you.
Which they don't consider in the GPs and
No. Yeah, and these other things, physiology, they consider. Like blood, plasma, bone, muscular, this all consider as a physiology. This is essence. Lungs, drops. These essence are very important, And physiologically also, you can have white blood cells, red blood cells, and plasma. Like if you have blood, analyze, it's a plasma, white, and immunity, white blood cells, and then red blood cells is a pitta. And these three things in there all the time with every element, But this, when you come to end, and this is really important, like having this, what, some practices doing, like when you're not doing some sexual intercourse, especially men, and this stayed in your body kind of thing. It's not going out, but it's not true. You have to have a giving. Then again, it's like you use for your own purposes. Like it's like a selfish act. That kind of practice people do. They not having sex also deciding by the first chapter, but not having sex, not ejaculating your last dhatu is like some practice. Some people do the practice like that, and then some people come in to see me like that way. They going like really mad because they don't produce this or just tejas and prana end of the day, because they have to circulate, not stopping in there, And any other question in there? Yeah.
So if someone eats pitta food or
Yeah.
has meat or alcohol,
Yeah.
but is it a case of having a balance of all three,
Yeah.
not too much of one?
Yeah.
That's the aim.
Balance is the best thing, is to keep it balanced. Vata pitta, no matter you vata pitta or kapha person, if you're a balanced person, you can have a 3 of the food is in balance. But if you are a vata type of person, vata is too much, then your body is saying to you, don't eat that, and that means you're balanced.
Oh, I see.
And then a pitta person who is coming to the balance and you staying in your balance, even though your pitta food, they don't attract it to the pitta food unnecessarily.
Oh, I see.
And the kapha is the same. Kapha person balance, even the chocolate cake in front of them, they don't feel like they're eating. Because why? They can eat. They can stop when they're satisfied, because the greedy, the feelings are not there. Vata type, you don't the vata person, vata type food eating by what the aim is, fly off, and it is not there. And pitta type person eating pitta food by what is the aim of the pitta person is to attack, is not there. And a kapha person have the kapha food, eating by kapha food by what is the aim of the kapha person is attachment. It's not there. And then if 3 of them is not there, you select the food what you want your body. And it's not like you have to select. If you're a balanced person, it's a balanced kapha person, it doesn't matter. The 5 chocolate cake, biscuit, pudding, everything is there. They eat, they stop. They don't go beyond the point. And even vata person, I don't have to tell, eat the cake. They eat cake, but they don't have heebie-jeebie of eating cake. I don't go on, I don't go, I go on this, fat, I'm going this, not. And they eat happily, and they stop. And this is the balance of the, you don't need to select anyway, you have give the conscious body to the consciousness a little bit to select what you want, and you don't have to think permanently and what to eat. It's like ridiculous, because if you think all the time, what should I eat, human beings survive with anything, not eating grass, eating stones, anything, and then we can, and like animals, they don't 24 hours, when the lunch comes, they will go and get something, and then the tiger is not thinking like, oh, tomorrow what I'm going to eat. That's how you stick there. But we are planning, eating is the whole life going to be, and then they eat and they feel the food and then they leave. Like even tiger, if you kill another animal, a tiger can eat what he wants. After that, he leave the thing and go. The other animals eating. It's not going to put it there tomorrow to the fridge. This is for me tomorrow. It's not. And even though they might not have tomorrow something to eat, but that's the thing, And is some animals do, like it's survival instinct, like a squirrel and stuff. They hide the stupid animal. Then after that they can't find the where I hid my food, and then they taken all the other things. And then this is like, like when you go to animal kingdom, you can see there's no fat animals there. If you're not human influence there. All the animals, it's a 10 tigers, you see, is everybody's the same. And 10 lions, you see, every animal is the same. Like not every animal are, having a, like they eat for the greed. That's all. Not greed, satisfy their tummy. And after that, there is no, urge in there. But we have the urge. We plan. We think, we put money into bank to eat, Why we save the money? Look after yourself, just in case if you don't have something, but they don't know the money you can't eat money, because that's what happened in the bank crash, like everything happened, you can't eat money. Where's my money? It's gone, and this is thing can happen, and its survival point is immunity and the Ojas, Tejas and Prana. Okay, then we go into the case study little bit, okay, because you have something to fill Tejas, Ojas, Prana, okay, and then it is 10 minutes break or 10 minutes too, okay, that's fine. Then Shrotas, okay, Shrotas little bit and case study. Okay, sorry, a little bit going. Shrotas, what is Shrotas mean? Channel system, okay, and there is the 16 Shrotas system, channel system, when we can find out from Ayurveda. And this, it's like what you're saying in the Western medicine, see? Blood circulatory system. Blood circulatory system, what you know about blood circulatory system mean? Heart and vessels, vein, arteries, you're going. Heart there, nice heart, and this is going out, artery, and coming back by the vein, and then a circulatory system, you see? Some purified by the oxygen comes, the purify, and the aorta there, and taking the blood is from the heart and giving all the blood into the organs, and it's carbon and carbon dioxide and oxygen, and they exchange that, and oxygen taking in carbon dioxide into the blood circulatory system, and then it is carbon dioxide is coming here, and then it's purified and having oxygen from here, and then this is blood circulatory system. Okay, and then what we're doing is giving the oxygen to our body, taking carbon dioxide, purified by the heart, and taking oxygen from the lungs and alimentary system, the circulatory system, like oxygen and to here, and this is called blood circulatory system. You see, it's a nutshell. I said what is happening in your body: oxygen, carbon dioxide, artery, vein, heart, and that's what is happening. Without a doubt, every minute is happening. You see, that's what is we are breathing. Breathing by what we doing, taking oxygen. You see, the oxygen will Ayurveda say prana, but Western medicine say we taking oxygen. But if somebody died and we give the oxygen, can they breathe again? No, because it's a prana has gone, and that prana is different with the oxygen. But normally, the physiologically what we having we breathe, we take oxygen, and oxygen to the blood, and blood is circulate and giving the oxygen to the body. What is this all about? Air, fire, where is coming from? Plants, eating. Water, air, what we doing to our body? What we taking? And if you're not oxygen in there, what happens? You all die. You see? if you're not having oxygen 5 minutes outside the world, we dying. But is what we taking is outside element to inside. Prana, oxygen, we eating food, tejas, and we drinking water, either. This whole 5 thing is always happening inside the body, you see. And then circulatory system mean how they grab that from the outside and circulate through our body, okay. And this called circulatory system or srotas. It's connected in the outside world and same times inside the body, and then for example first one called annavaha srotas. Annavaha srotas means mouth to anal canal. What happening if you put into your mouth and it is coming out from the anal canal, you see. The we call urdhva mukha and adho mukha. Urdhva mukha means upstairs mouth, adho mukha means downstairs mouth. And upstairs mouth you're taking, downstairs mouth you're taking out, and that called annavaha srotas. And what you're putting in there, and this is little bit wrong, stomach and alimentary system, heart and respiratory system, okay. There is a spelling mistake there. Stomach, controlling organs, stomach and alimentary tract. Alimentary tract means your the mouth to anal canal tract. This pranavaha srotas, heart and respiratory tract. Respiratory tract means like inhaling, exhaling, and this little bit simple mistake there, okay. Sorry. It's so totally wrong. Alimentary tract means the food, digestive tract, okay. Alimentary tract means digestive tract in a lesson, the biological name for that, okay. Heart and respiratory tract, not alimentary tract. Stomach and alimentary tract, heart and respiratory tract, okay. And annavaha srotas mean what's going, food which take from outside, it's coming to like a poo outside. In between that, what happened is srotas, annavaha srotas. That means the mouth, esophagus, stomach, the gastrointestinal system, and the what you call bowels, and then after that colon end is rectum and anal canal and rectum, and this whole thing is we call annavaha srotas, okay. And if you go to physiology, if you go and see the alimentary tract, which is mouth, esophagus, and this what it called. If you're thinking of food, putting your chicken into mouth, and how is becoming a poo, think about where it's going, and that called srotas. That called srotas, okay. And srotas means that channel. Do you think about that channel? No. Yes, but a lot of people don't think about. But it's poo coming somewhere else. No, what you put into your mouth is coming out. That means this has to go through several kind of transformation and to coming out. And the 5% is absorbed. 95% of is going out like a organic matter. Nice organic matter to your plant. And then again you eat in that in a different way, and this coming is the whole thing coming and going, 95%, 5% we having, and from that 5% organic matter to body, 5% it drops to your mind and your immunity and your fighting with your other things, and that is how the life is. Shrotas is Annavada Shrotas, stomach to the anal canal. And it is causes of vitiation. How can obstruct this channel, you think? What obstruct this channel? Mouth and canal, having a bad food. You know, and then what is the reaction when you have a bad food? Either diarrhea, either vomiting. That because this channel is saying, I can't get rid of it, and either this end or either that end. You know, and then it's very simple. If you have put bad food in that, your stomach is all the shrotas in a good condition. You don't think about detox. It's given your detox. You know, but here what the people think, detox mania, everywhere detoxing. You know, why they feel like detoxing? Because they know they put in toxins. I don't feel like detoxing because why? I feel like I'm not putting toxins. If you eat a chocolate cake and 5 bananas and biscuit and seeds and everything in a one go, yes, you're toxic inside. And then you have to do the detox because you know normal detoxing system is not capable to have that rubbish. You know, one of the normal excretory system that calls shrotas as well, and it is urine, sweat, and feces. And this is the system is taken a place, and we don't need to do detox because the body is having some kind of channels open to toxins out. But it's overloaded with rubbish. That's it. Don't worry, this is the full moon, they are looking for honey.
It's the shape.
Yes, and it's we can have 5 minutes break then. He said that's enough. Everybody out.